What's up, y'all? My name is Willie,
And this is Shaq,
and you're listening to Everybody's Right.
and we're just gonna get into it. All right. So, okay, I think that even though the lashings for Tyler the Creator are late, I do think that they're bound to happen at some point. Like, and this is coming from somebody who like really loves him. Like, I started listening to Tyler back in like Odd Future days, like when Goblin came out, like when She with Frank Ocean was out. Like, I've been locked in ever since, and I've been able to see so much growth in him. And even like his interviews and stuff, it's like he talked about just being like, the black kids just not liking him, which like is a thing. Like, I've experienced that, so I know it to be very real. Just the black kids like not really liking him, or they're different, blah, blah, or he was different, blah blah blah. Oh, you like that weird shit, you want that white people shit. And so I think that it upset him. So he's like, well, fuck y'all niggas. And then that's what he was saying. Like, it was like, fuck y'all niggas. But then he was just like, nah, it's really not. Like, I am black, but I'm also just like this. And he's always talked about being inspired by like other black artists. And like, even like from the beginning up until now, and you can tell in just other interviews too, like how he talks about stuff, like that thought process has gone away. Like, he's talking about how like that's not even something that he believes in anymore. And so, I'm like, okay, well, it's nice to see that he's matured through that. Like, I was with his trifling ass still, even though, because I was like, this nigga, I was like, that's a little weird, but I was like, I'll keep going, because it feels like he's talented. I stayed, I rock with him. However, it's just, I think he was a little surprised that these fans that he have doesn't care about D'Angelo, and I was surprised that he was surprised by that. And so I think what's coming out is just what's coming out. But he did post something on Instagram, and it seemed like he was just still living his life doing him. So I don't know if he's ever gonna address it. He just dropped a new single from the Chromacopia album that he wrote when he first made the album. Super intimate song, I guess, about like his mom. I still have yet to listen to it, but all in all, I just feel like I can see and hear in his art that he has taken accountability, whether or not that's public. Some would argue that he should take it publicly. I don't disagree with that, but it also doesn't change anything about my perception of him if he didn't address it either. You go.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I was seeing some of the things that he did, and I feel like if we all look back at our like 2016 self, we're gonna find something to cringe about. I don't want to be like an apologist to the weird shit. I don't think that I was like that deep into Odd Future. Like, I knew Odd Future, I knew Tyler, I knew the crew and stuff, but for me, I thought they were cool kids. I thought what they were doing was cool. I definitely knew that they were like different, and I don't know. I didn't like. I wouldn't consider myself a fan though. Like, I feel like I knew of them. I liked them, but I wasn't like super deep into that whole culture thing. I really feel like that was, I don't know. I don't really have like, I just feel like it was for younger. I feel like it was for younger, like a younger crew than I was like at that age. Like, the people that thought that was like, that like were super into like Odd Future were just like younger than me, maybe like 3 to 5 years younger than me. And like, I don't know, I just wasn't really, and I could never really get into it. I did like I have some of their songs on in my library, but Tyler personally, like, I became a fan after Flower Boy, so I was a later fan, and like I understood Odd Future. Like, I followed them. I like watched Lorder Squad, and like I think I like followed. They had like they were like big on Tumblr for some reason. Like, was real big with Odd Future stuff, so I would see their shit all the time. But I think they were cool, and I think what they brought to the world was like super. It was just different. It low key changed a whole generation of like how they approached just like being almost low key. Like it just felt like it liberated a lot of kids, especially a lot of alt black kids or like black kids who grew up in more like white like spaces or predominantly white spaces. And so I don't know, I also think it just got kids outside, you know. It got them creating, doing something, like just do anything. Like everybody's just doing something. Like that was the cool thing to do, like make art, create shit. And I think that's like that's always been their goal, which is why they were cool. Like we could kind of like see that. And I think Tyler is just like, he's the one that really took charge and really did that shit. So that shit that he was doing when he was young, first of all, he was a kid. He was like literally like what, 17, 18, 19? Like he's a kid. Like what 19-year-old boy isn't a fucking dumbass right now? Like you name one. Exactly. Like I don't know. I don't think it doesn't change my opinion about him. I do think it was like that's why I said they're trying to cancel him, but it's like he's not even worried about that shit. I don't like cancel culture, though I do feel like it shames, like there is some good to it because it shames like racists, and it shames like people who are just like obviously like terrible people, and they care about that shit because that's who those people are. Like they're not like in comparison to like an artist or somebody like that, this is their job to like create and like have, basically they make money when people like their stuff. People are buying their shit, so they want people to like them. That's their job, to be likable. Like fucking cancel culture comes in and it's like, oh well, we get to dictate this, like we get to dictate your likability. So then they run campaigns against you. They run these hate campaigns, and I think that's all that was. It was probably like, you know, people don't even care, and it's just the fact that they're bringing up old shit to like get you to like try to think about somebody in a different way. Like that's obviously not who that person is. And so that's what I felt like that was. It was just a hate campaign, and it's like whatever. Also, I think it's good that I think it's good when people have like polarity or duality. I think is probably a better word, like duality to them. Like he doesn't have to be like, he never said he was the most perfect rap star, like entertainer on the world, like in the world. Like he never gave that. Like it never gave, like it always gave I don't give a fuck, actually. Like I don't know, like it still kind of does give that. Like definitely he's more mature and like more politically correct, not really aligned with any like real political thing anyway, but it's just he probably wouldn't do and say some of the wild shit he was saying back then, but that got him paid. Like that's what put him on the map. Like they forget that they were the fans of that. That's why they know that's what he was doing, because y'all were liking that shit, and you was getting him paid, you was getting him publicity, you're buying up his music, you know, you like that, you know. And so I think there's probably a group of people that liked it in a way where they're like, you know, like we don't really like black people, but this cool, this guy right here, he's different, he's not like the other black people. And you know, like from like a white, I'm like, and like it's funny, but I'm like being dead ass. Like that's how people approach situations like that. And there are people who are just like fans. They're like, oh, this is just a cool guy, you know, like they doing their thing, you know. They really were. They changed like how people approach making music and art. I do think they had a huge impact on future on creativity, especially like indie creativity, you know, like when you don't have like a label and shit, you know, you just doing it with your friends, you know. That definitely wasn't a thing before. Like it wasn't as big as it was before they came on the map. So I fuck with Tyler. I'm always gonna be an Odd Future fan. I like all of them, truly. you're never gonna change my opinion about it.
Amen. Thank you.
Oh, just in time.